two natural elements which can wreck our planned assault: a storm or heavy ground swells. 3 days before the operation, planes range 1,500 miles in each direction, alert for these possibilities. Their reports are favorable. But this is the typhoon season, so cargo planes on Eyewitness are alerted, capable of dropping 30 tons of supply per day, 100 tons when the airfield at Yushi Point is secured and usable. Tinian has been under constant bombardment 43 days. As Jig Day nears, it is intensified. 24,536 rounds of artillery fire will be hurled on a 24-hour basis, an average of 1 shell per minute for the next 15 days. Naval vessels fire thousands of rounds into Tinian town and other designated areas. 358 Army, Navy, and Marine planes drop 97 tons of bombs. 7 transports stand by. As the softening process draws to its close, the Marines go down the nets, enter the landing craft, begin their run toward Tinian town. $7,000 yards. 5,000. 4. 3. $2,000 yards. We are the bait. We are dangled. And they snap at the hook. Their shells rip the water, but there are no casualties. As we come about and churn back toward the transports, the Japanese reveal hidden batteries of heavy caliber guns. Their marksmanship is deadly. The USS Colorado is hit 22 times in 15 minutes. As other naval vessels rush in to cover her withdrawal, the Norman Scott is hit 6 times. But the enemy has blundered, has revealed his positions. He is stripped of concealment, and shortly, of his life. Our diversion has succeeded. No landing was planned in this area. And while this has been happening here, the real assault has hit the beaches to the northwest. White 1 is narrow, can accommodate only 4 LVTs abreast. 4 others nose into the ledge, and the men claw their way onto the land. Since 15 waves must follow at 4 to 10-minute intervals, the Amtraks must leave the ground troops, return to sea, clearing the area. 200 Marines, the spearhead of the thousands to follow, meet stiff resistance. Fighting is bitter. After the first 200 yards, fighting is brief. The enemy has 9,000 troops, which can be thrown into counterattack at any time. Our problem is to get enough men, equipment, and supplies ashore to withstand such an attempt and punch and hold a deep perimeter. White 2, 3 Amtraks are destroyed by mines. On one flank, 2 pillboxes guarded by rifle pits and machine gun positions bar the way. Other waves are moving toward the shore. We must clear the beach for their arrival. We move inward.
The Tennessee, the California, the Sigourney, and the Waller rake the flanks. The Montpelier, the New Orleans, and the Birmingham concentrate on artillery positions on Mount Lasso. On a fixed schedule ranging from 4 to 10 minutes, other waves hit, storm ashore, and move out to their forward objectives.
Toward nightfall, we take stock of our beachhead. We have expanded the width from 220 yards to 2,500 yards. Our point of deepest penetration is 1 mile from the original landings. Over 2 tiny, narrow beaches with a total width of 220 yards, we have poured scores of artillery pieces, tons of supplies, quantities of heavy equipment, bulldozers, tanks, and 15,614 officers and men. In a single day, the enemy is outnumbered, outgunned, and outsupplied on his own stronghold. His reaction is savage and well-directed. You cannot photograph the fighting and the dying of the night, but its aftermath is clearly visible with the coming of day.
Have you ever fought for your life in a night so black that the only light comes from an enemy rifle as you shoot it out muzzle to muzzle? This Marine did. Have you seen the glint on steel as you thrust and parry, bayonet to bayonet? This Marine did. Have you fought it out hand to hand, man to man, and emerged victorious? This Marine did. At 2 in the morning, several thousands of the enemy struck both flanks and our center. For 3½ hours, the night fighting raged. Then dawn, and the attacking waves broke at the same moment. In 3½ hours, the enemy had lost 1/7 of his total defense force, 1/5 of his organized infantry strength. In, around, behind, and before our positions were counted 1,241 enemy dead. Our total loss, killed and wounded, were less than 1/10 of that figure. Why? Rigid training which perfected the individual use of his weapon. Training in hand-to-hand combat and personal defense. Training which builds a confidence that you can meet and overcome anyone who comes against you. Training, any fighting man's best hope for survival in battle.
With one small exception, no local water supply is taken during our first days of conflict. The engineers have foreseen this and have set up distillation units to furnish 2 gallons of water per day for each of the thousands now ashore. The bad weather we have feared makes its appearance on Jig +4. Rough water at the white beaches breaks up the pontoon causeway. The only thing which can negotiate the landing is the DUKW. Cargo planes standing by on eyewitness gorge their fat bellies with rations and begin their shuttle runs. During the critical period, they supply 99,000 meals incoming. Outgoing, they evacuate 1,500 wounded. After 5 days of fighting, we enter Tinian town. It appears deserted. But the streets are mined, and booby traps are everywhere. One lone Japanese bars our advance. The others have withdrawn, taking 65% of their strength into the caves, hills, and crevices of the southern tip. This will be another Saipan, unless something is done to dig them out one by one.
As the defenders withdrew and consolidated their strength, General Schmidt asked for and was given naval gunfire to dislodge, distract, shock, and destroy them. In 1 hour and 50 minutes, they threw 615 tons of destruction into the cliff area.
.126 Army, Navy, and Marine planes take over. In 40 minutes, they drop 69 tons of destruction. Artillery adds another 5,000 rounds. While they are shaken, we offer honorable surrender. A captured Japanese assures full terms of the Geneva Conference. Some civilians accept. alternative. We must take the height. Tanks are brought up. Their fire pokes and probes for the hidden positions. One is hit 6 times in rapid succession. Another tank infantry team moves up. We burn away the concealing cover. Finally, it is silence. There is a road to the top. We know it is the only practical approach. So does the enemy. A Company, 8th Marines, claws its way to the top. C Company follows to exploit the breakthrough. On August 1, 1944, Tinian is declared secure. But hundreds of Japanese are still alive in their caves and crevices. And for 5 more long months, they will snipe at the 8th Marines as the mopping up continues into the new year of 1945. Tinian has been costly. But for every man we lost, the enemy has lost 13.
Is your son. Yesterday, he fought with a savagery that swept everything before him. Today, in victory, he reverts to his natural, warm impetuosity. This is your brother. Yesterday, he created a havoc of annihilation. Today, in victory, he reverts to the predictably unpredictable companion of your adolescence. This is your husband. Yesterday, he killed with a cold, deadly efficiency that wiped out the thousands of fanatical defenders. Today, in victory, he reverts to the kind, friendly, sometimes awkward man you married. These are your men, ferocious in battle, forgiving in victory. With the shocked, they are soothing. With the dazed, they are easy. To the bewildered, they give understanding. To the frightened, reassurance. To the dispossessed, they are liberal. To the maimed, they are kind. With the weak, they are strong. With the hungry, generous. With the wounded, they are compassionate. With the children, they are tender. These are your men. These are the qualities they possessed when they entered the Marine Corps. These are the qualities they bring home to you.